Welcome back. Let's read about Ryanair again. I need to make a video about it in my in English. I made in Danish. That's the Wikipedia document. I like to make a video. I have a playlist I call Aircraft, I think. I have one in the same in Danish. I should have called it aviation maybe. Because airports is not aircrafts. So, but I just call it aircrafts. So I did read this is a few months ago. So I will go to my bed and read it. I need a minute to do myself ready. So Ryanair have just ordered like 500 new Boeing 737 MAX 10. And I just download a fresh copy. I need to check my cell phone. So this video is just about I'm reading stuff on Wikipedia. It's not English vlog or anything. I'm just reading and talking a bit.
Ryanair. Ryanair est quelque signe for Ryanair. Founded 28 November 1984. 1. Commenced operations 8 July 1985. Operating bases. How list of bases: Agada, Alicante, Athens, Barcelona, Bari, Beauvais, Belfast International, Bergamo, Berlin, Billund, 2. Birmingham, Bologna, Bordeaux, Bournemouth, Bratislava, Brindisi, Bristol, Bucharest, Budapest, Cagliari, Catania, Chania, 3. Charleroi, Cologne / Bonn, Corfu, 3. Cork, Dublin, Headquarters, East Midlands, Edinburgh, Faro, FES, Gdansk, Glasgow Prestwick, Gothenburg, Hahn, 4. Ibiza. Ryanair DAC 12 is an Irish ultra-low-cost carrier founded in 1984. It is headquartered in Swords, Dublin, Ireland, and has its primary operational bases at Dublin and London Stansted airports. It forms the largest part of the Ryanair Holdings family of airlines and has Ryanair UK, Buzz, Lauda Europe, and Malta Air as sister airlines. It is Ireland's biggest airline and in 2016 became the world's largest airline by scheduled international passengers. 13. Ryanair Group operates more than 500 planes. 14. The airline has been characterized by its rapid expansion, a result of the deregulation of the aviation industry in Europe in 1997 and the success of its low-cost business model. Ryanair's route network serves over 40 countries in Europe, North Africa, Morocco, and the Middle East, Israel and Jordan. 15. The company has at times been criticized for its refusal to issue invoices for the VAT-exempt services it provides. Airfares. 16, 17, 18. Poor working conditions. 19, 20, 21. Heavy use of extra charges. 22, 23, 24. Poor customer service. 25, 26. and tendency to intentionally generate controversy in order to gain free publicity. 27, 28, 29, History. Since its establishment in 1984, 1. Ryanair has grown from a small airline, flying the short journey from Waterford to London Gatwick, into Europe's largest carrier. There have been over 19,000 people working for the company, most employed and contracted by agencies to fly on Ryanair aircraft. 30, 31. The airline went public in 1997. 32, and the money raised was used to expand the airline into a pan-European carrier. Revenues have risen from €231 million in 1998 to €1.843 billion in 2003 and to €3.013 billion in 2010. Similarly, net profit shave increased from €48 million to €339 million over the same period. 33. Early years. Ryanair was founded in 1984 as Danren Enterprises. 1. By Christopher Ryan Liam Lonergan, owner of Irish travel agent Club Travel, and Irish businessman Tony Ryan, founder of Guinness Peat Aviation. 34. 35. The airline was shortly renamed Ryanair. 1. It began operations in 1985 flying a 15-seat Embraer Bandera turboprop aircraft between Waterford and Gatwick Airport. 36. In 1986, the company added a second route from Dublin to Luton, thus directly competing with the Aer Lingus / British Airways duopoly for the first time. Under partial European Economic Community, EEC, deregulation, airlines could begin new international intra-EEC services as long as one of the two governments approved, the so-called double disapproval regime. The Irish government at the time refused its approval to protect Aer Lingus, but Britain, under Margaret Thatcher's deregulating Conservative government, approved the service. With 2 routes and 2 aircraft, the fledgling airline carried 82,000 passengers in 1 year. 37. In 1986, the directors of Ryanair took an 85% stake in London European Airways. From 1987, this provided a connection with the Luton Ryanair service and would to Amsterdam and Brussels. 38. In 1988, London European operated as Ryanair Europe and later began to operate charter services. 39. 40. That same year, Michael O'Leary joined the company as Chief Financial Officer. 41. In 1989, A Short Sandringham was operated with Ryanair sponsorship titles but never flew generating services for the airline. 42. Karlsruhe / Baden-Baden. Katowice, Kaunas, Krakow, Namesia term, Leeds / Bradford, Lisbon, Liverpool, London Luton, London Stansted, largest base, Madrid, Malaga, Malta, Manchester, Marrakesh, Marseille, Memmingen, Milan Malpensa, Naples, Newcastle upon Tyne, Nuremberg, Palermo, Palma de Mallorca, Paphos, Pisa, Pescara, Ponta Delgada, Poznan, Prague, Porto, Rhodes, 3, Riga, 5, Rome Fiumicino, Rome Fiumicino, Shannon, Seville, Santiago de Compostela, Sofia, Stockholm Arlanda, 6, Tenerife South, Thessaloniki, Toulouse, Treviso, 7, Turin, Valencia, Vienna, Venice, 8, Vilnius. Due to decreasing profits, the company restructured in 1990, copying the low fares model of Southwest Airlines, after O'Leary visited the company. 41. 1992-2009. In 1992, the European Union's deregulation of the air industry in Europe gave carriers from one EU country the right to operate scheduled services between other EU states and represented a major opportunity for Ryanair. 43. After a successful flotation on the Dublin and the Nasdaq stock exchanges, the airline launched services to Stockholm, Sandefjord Airport, Torp, 110 kilometers south of Oslo, Beauvais till northwest of Paris, and Charleroi near Brussels. 44. In 1998, flush with new capital, the airline placed a massive $2 billion order for 45 new Boeing 737-800 series aircraft. 45. The airline launched its website in 2000, with online booking initially said to be a small and unimportant part of the software supporting the site. Increasingly, online booking contributed to the aim of cutting flight prices by selling directly to passengers and excluding the costs imposed by travel agents. Within a year, the website was handling 3/4 of all bookings. Ryanair launched a new base of operation in Charleroi Airport in 2001. Later that year, the airline ordered 155 new 737-800 aircraft from Boeing at what was believed to be a substantial discount, to be delivered over 8 years from 2002 to 2010. 46. Approximately 100 of these aircraft had been delivered by the end of 2005. Although there were slight delays in late 2005 caused by production disruptions arising from a Boeing machinist's strike. 47. In April 2003, Ryanair acquired its ailing competitor Buzz from KLM. 48. During 2004, Michael O'Leary warned of a bloodbath during the winter from which only 2 or 3 low-cost airlines would emerge. The expectation is that this would be Ryanair and EasyJet. 49. A loss of €3.3 million in the second quarter of 2004 was the airline's first recorded loss for 15 years, but the airline became profitable soon after. The enlargement of the European Union on 1 May 2004 opened the way to more new routes for Ryanair. 50. The rapid addition of new routes and new bases has enabled growth in passenger numbers and made Ryanair among the largest carriers on European routes. In August 2005, the airline claimed to have carried 20% more passengers within Europe than British Airways. 51. For the 6 months ending on the 30th of September, 2006, passenger traffic grew by more than a fifth to 22.1 million passengers and revenues rose by a third to Euro 1.256 billion. 52. On the 13th of February, 2006, Britain's Channel 4 broadcast a documentary as part of its Dispatches series, Ryanair Caught Napping. The documentary criticized Ryanair's training policies, security procedures and aircraft hygiene, and highlighted poor staff morale. Ryanair denied the allegations, 53, and claimed that promotional materials, in particular a photograph of a stewardess sleeping, had been faked by Dispatches. 54. On the 5th of October, 2006, Ryanair launched a €1.48 billion, £1 billion, $1.9 billion, bid to buy fellow Irish flag carrier Aer Lingus. On the 2nd of October, 2006, Aer Lingus rejected Ryanair's takeover bid, saying it was contradictory. 55. In August 2006, the company started charging passengers to check in at the airport, therefore reversing its policy of paying for online check-in. It says that cutting airport check-in reduces overhead costs. 56. Ryanair CEO, Michael O'Leary, stated in April 2007 that Ryanair planned to launch a new long-haul airline around 2009. 57. The new airline would be separate from Ryanair and operate under different branding. It would offer both low costs with fares starting at €10 and a business class service which would be much more expensive, intended to rival airlines like Virgin Atlantic. The new airline would operate from Ryanair's existing bases in Europe to approximately Warsaw, Magdalene, Wrocław, Wies, Zadar, 9, Zagreb, 10. Fleet size 542, including subsidiaries. Destinations 225. Parent company Ryanair Holdings plc, traded as Euronext Dublin, RIA. Isaac 20 component. Nasdaq, RIA. Headquarters Swords, Dublin, Ireland. Key people: David Bonderman, Chairman. Michael O'Leary, Group CEO. Edward Wilson, Ryanair CEO. Revenue decrease €1.636 billion, 2021. Net income decrease Euro 1.145 billion, 2021. Total assets decrease €12.328 billion, 2018. Total equity increase €4.647 billion, 2018. Employees 19,000, 2022, 11. Website Ryanair.com. Ryanair Embraer EMB-110 Bandeirantes in 1988. 6 new bases in the United States. The new American bases will not be main bases such as New York's JFK Airport, but smaller airports located outside major cities. Since the Boeing 787 was sold out of production until at least 2012, and the Airbus A350XWB will not enter service until 2014, this has contributed to a delay in the airline's launch. It is said that the name of the new airline will be in Atlantic and it will sell tickets through the Ryanair website under an alliance agreement. 58. In February 2010, O'Leary said the launch would be delayed until 2014, at the earliest, because of the shortage of suitable, cheap aircraft. 59. 60. In October 2008, Ryanair withdrew operations from a base in Europe for the first time when it closed its base in Valencia, Spain. 61. Ryanair estimated the closure cost 750 jobs. 62. On the 1st of December 2008, Ryanair launched a second takeover bid of Aer Lingus, offering an all-cash offer of €748 million, £619 mils, $950 million. The offer was a 28% premium on the value of Aer Lingus stock during the preceding 30 days. Ryanair said, Aer Lingus, as a small, standalone, regional airline, has been marginalized and bypassed, as most other EU flag carriers consolidate. The two airlines would operate separately. Ryanair stated it would double the Aer Lingus short-haul fleet from 33 to 66 and create 1,000 new jobs. 63, 64, 65. The Aer Lingus board rejected the offer and advised its shareholders to take no action. 66. On the 22nd of January 2009, Ryanair walked away from the Aer Lingus takeover bid after it was rejected by the Irish government on the grounds it undervalued the airline and would harm competition. 67. However, Ryanair retained a stake in Aer Lingus. In October 2010, competition regulators in the UK opened an inquiry due to concerns that Ryanair's stake may lead to a reduction in competition. 68. In 2009, Ryanair announced that it was in talks with Boeing and Airbus about an order that could include up to 200 aircraft. Even though Ryanair had dealt with Boeing aircraft up to that point, Michael O'Leary said he would buy Airbus aircraft if it offered a better deal. Airbus Chief Commercial Officer John Leahy denied in February 2009 that any negotiations were taking place. 69. On the 21st of February 2009, Ryanair confirmed it was planning to close all check-in desks by the start of 2010.